Okay, little update. So I got the seats installed. One little helpful tip is on your seat brackets that you get from DF Goblin. I don't know if you can see that. You can't see those, but they these brackets at the back here. Come on. All those brackets need to face the same direction. So if you want the seat sitting furthest away from the tonneau cover, you face both seats here towards the tonneau cover. So you'll have that little tab right there where that bolt goes through. And then you'll have this one going the same direction. So you'll want both tabs facing the tonneau cover. And then same goes for the other side for the seat. I don't know if you can see that or not, but both tabs are facing towards the tonneau cover, and that pushes the seats as far out to the sides as they'll go, to give you as much room for that center shifter. This is the FX1 seats. It can fit up to like a 38-inch waist, I think. Also, kind of what I've done since. I know I've been having some issues, maybe you guys have seen on the forums, with the rear brakes just locking up and not working. Well, I ended up taking the rear brakes back off, took the caliper off, and then I ended up screwing in the pistons. Attempted that, and that seems to have fixed the issue. So now when the car is in neutral, I don't have any issues rolling it back and forth. Before, it was like the emergency brake was just stuck. And then when I pull the emergency brake, now I can't get it to really roll. And it engages on both sides. The spring kind of pulls out a little bit, and then when I release it, I have no issues pushing and pulling again. So that's kind of been a little battle. Now, the next battle is alignment. So I thought I could do this all by myself without taking it to a shop. So I ended up buying some toe-in plates, which are those. Comes with the 2 measuring tapes. I thought it was going to work out well, but I'm really struggling. So the back, I think I got okay. If I take my gauge out, actually, let me find my, here we go. So I have this little Klein gauge. So I'm at 91.5, which would be out 1.5 degrees. So the top of the tire's just in a little closer than the bottom. And then on this side, I'm at 90.5. Yeah. So I can't really, with the shock or with the stock stuff, I can't really send that out any further unless I elongate these bottom bolts here, which I don't think I'm going to do. I got the back towed in 1/8 of an inch, which worked out really well. So the big thing is measuring off a steady spot. So I put a ruler or a 4-foot level across the center of the tire and then measured off this post here down at the bottom. And that kind of gave me, just to make sure that both numbers are the same on both sides prior to making any adjustments with the toe in. So I got the toe in done on the rear. The rear seems okay, other than that 1/2 degree off between the left and the right side. And then now the front. The front has been kind of a struggle. I've been following the DF forums trying to figure all this out, and come on. Up here, it's easier for me to measure off the bottom here. So I'm about 8.3 degrees, which they call for 8.5 to 9.5. And then this one, I'm at 8.7. I'm going to say that, to me, that's close enough. Otherwise, I feel like I'm going to be chasing my tail forever. And then at 90.7, so I'm a 0.7 degree, 0.8 degree outward was it caster or camber, be camber. And then on this side, I'm almost I'm 2.2 degrees camber. So I've been fighting with that now too. And then my toe in is about 1/8 of an inch. So on one side I'm half a degree. On the passenger side, I'm almost 2 degrees. So still I got a lot of tinkering with, but I spoke with the Iowa DOT. Hopefully they're here within the next week or two to really officially get this thing on the road. I have taken it around the block a couple times just to check to see if the steering wheel's tracking straight, which it is, as well as to make sure those brakes didn't have issues again. So yeah, anyway, I ended up adding one of these battery tenders, so that way when the hood's on, I have easy access over here that I can just easily plug in during the winter, because, you know, obviously here in Iowa, we don't get to drive it all too much in the winter. So the hood's sitting here. I've taken it off and putting it on probably a half a dozen times now. I'm really just going to leave it off up until the moment that the DOT wants to come. I don't know if they'll want the hood on, the hood off. I don't know if they want to view all the stuff on the inside. I have to ask them. But also, I'm actually about ready to switch over. I don't know if I want to switch to premium fuel or just keep doing the 87 octane one, the super unleaded, because heck, this car, the Cobalt LS, you know, it always ran off super unleaded, so I might just stay there because it's cheaper. But we'll see. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to get the naturally aspirated version tuned. There's actually a shop somewhat local to me. It's called the Goblin Garage, and it's kind of suited for working on a Goblin. So it's not actually designed specifically for Goblins. They do mainly LS stuff, but I'm hoping that they will be able to tune this up and maybe fix the alignment for me. So otherwise, I don't really have much else. The one thing I have noticed, I'm not a big fan, is first gear just really seems to lack. I'm not sure why that is, but first gear just feels really weak. If I get it in second gear, I can just go. But first gear, for whatever reason, is just not really hitting all that hard. So I'm not sure what that's about. I don't know. So I'll have to work with someone on that, because I really have no idea what it could be. So yeah, if you have any comments, concerns, questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm hoping the next video it will actually be street legal. Again, that plate is not for this car. So once it's street legal, we'll get a video of it on the road, and yeah, hopefully be finished with the project. The winter project didn't take nearly as long as I thought it was going to. I told the wife it was going to be a year and a half project, and I finished it in probably 4 months. So she might not be all that happy with the time I spent in the garage, but I think it's turned out fairly well. So all right, well, you have a good day, and thanks for watching.